A hearty welcome to each and every one of you. It's a great pleasure seeing so many new faces and even some well-known ones among us today. Mr. President, welcome. FIFA Development Officer, Mr. Javier Santos, welcome. Ms. Kalisha, welcome. P.S. Stevens, welcome. It's a pleasure having you here with us. I know we're not going to keep you all sitting here for too long, so what we're going to do, we're just going to start off with some remarks from our FIFA instructor, that's Javier Santos. Just give us some brief remarks.
Welcome for this 2020 Member Association course. You are blessed, and I think I am blessed also. After 2 years, finally we can visit you again. Last year, as most of you know, because the pandemic, everybody had to stop. Everybody had to stay at home, but it's not bad, because we can share with our families, we can stay together with friends, doing different stuff that maybe in our daily basis we can do it. So it was good. During this time, FIFA have been developing different tools for you. For example, FIFA Red is a platform, it's a web-based platform that you will be using later on when we finish this course. You will have, most of you have access, the FIFA instructor, FIFA referees, and some of you have access already, but later on you will have access to this platform. In this platform you will find the teaching materials, video tests, all the material that we have been using in the other courses. So it's not bad at all, staying a stop in our lives, because we could develop other tools for you. So during these 5 days, we will be here looking new talents, following up the elite referees here, for example, Mr. Radix, right? We will be looking how you are training, how you are working, right? And looking for new talents for a new stages later on. So we are here with Mrs. Kalisha Antoine, fitness instructor, FIFA fitness instructor from Antigua and Barbuda. And today will be arriving our technical instructor, Victor Stewart. We were here 2 years ago. So he couldn't make it the flights arrangements to be here today, but for tomorrow he can join us. So I hope all you the best during this week. So please open your mind and change sometimes the chip, because sometimes we have a chip as a player, as a fanatic. We have to change that chip and open your mind for the new material. So thank you and welcome again.
Good morning, everyone. Permanent Secretary, Mr. Stevens, President Cheney, Javier Santos, my colleagues, local instructors, Mr. Bidu and Mr. Ernest Richardson, and you, referees. It's a pleasure indeed to be here in Grenada. It's the first time being here for a course, but I've been here to really do some fitness tests. As the young lady mentioned, I'm a FIFA fitness instructor, and I've been around. And one thing I can say is that you are blessed. And why you are blessed is because you have a Ryan Radix, one of the fittest men in the Caribbean or in CONCACAF also. I must say that the first time, and I guess you can correct me, Radix, we met was at a 2016 at a U15 tournament, where I actually endorsed him for the FIFA list. And seeing him here and seeing what he's doing in CONCACAF also, this is something that you should imitate. You have a gem, you have a role model, and everybody should want to be like Ryan Radix in football, in refereeing, because I know there's Kirani James also. But look at Ryan and look at where you want to go. And we often say that fitness is your passport, because you can be technically sound, and once you do not have that fitness, there's a big problem. So fitness is your passport, and so we are here this week, or I am here along with Victor Stewart, to really impress upon you the importance of fitness and technical work being integrated together. But of course, there will be some theory sessions. We are open to any questions, whether it's fitness or technical, be free. I'm here for the entire week to assist you in whatever way possible and to correct some fitness issues. So again, it's good to be here, and just open your mind. I am open as well, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
I am pleased to welcome you to yet another important event of the Grenada Football Association. A special welcome to all our match selected officials who will benefit from this MA course. It's a little over a year we have not met in persons like this in in-person course. Most of the time we used to be on Zoom until we recently opened and we had our Tier 4 course in person. So it's a very special occasion for us, and we are one of the first, and we should be proud. I would like for us to continue to build on the professionalism by the training by key stakeholders in this game, and as we continue this journey today. This special occasion today replaces many courses we had before, training and workshop offered to us by FIFA to improve the overall standard of match officiating. FIFA has been keen in supporting the development of football, especially in the smaller territories like ours, and we'd like to embrace this partnership. The course today is focused on key areas, and in general, towards you making better match officials on and off the field. Many of you are here prior and have match officiating expertise and experience. However, standardization of the technical and tactical aspect and interpretation of the laws of the game, we must emphasize on that. The GFA has graded and classified match officials in the past 2 years, and we would like to demonstrate that by promotion, and you have to maintain your tier or you'll be demoted. Better officials mean better competition, thus more value for football, locally, regionally, and even internationally, like our Rion Radix is doing. By the end of this course, you will have a better understanding of the modern game, of positioning and movements, challenges, the severity of fouls, tactical fouls, penalty area incidents, offside, handball, guidelines for match officials, for referees, and assistant referees. And also, I think we need to have a session on preparing of match reports. No one here has enough and the same natural talent to reach to the top. But if we have the right attitude and willing to work hard towards this passion of the game, you can surely find a way to make it there. Let me take this opportunity on behalf of the GFA to extend hearty congratulations to our FIFA accredited match officials, namely Mr. Rion Radix and Mr. Clinton Daniel, who is studying in Guyana and is working over there. Also, let me take this opportunity to congratulate Jade Paul and McManaman Bido, who officiated in the U14 Boys and Girls Tournament in the Dominican Republic earlier on this year. They have displayed hard work, dedication, and commitment to the game, and I encourage them to continue in this vein. In closing, I am confident the result of this course will strengthen our match officials present here today, and it further assist them and us in our technical development as an association moving forward. As match officials, we trust you carry the flame of honesty, trust, and responsibility, respect. We do not want to betray the image, the true spirit of this game we love. The simple spirit of fair play, solidarity, and integrity. I thank you. God bless you.
Pleasant good morning. Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Javier Santos, FIFA Development Officer for Referee. Mrs. Kalisha Antoine, Fitness Instructor. PS Michael Stephen. Mr. George Phillip, I recognize you in your capacity as a GFA instructor and also Acting Chief Fisheries Officer. Mr. Richardson, Mr. Bido, participants, the media, a pleasant good morning. Allow me first to make an apology on behalf of the chairman of the referees committee, who is due back in tonight after officiating in the game Jamaica versus the USA. I would have liked it to be Grenada. For that reason, because of a conflict with his schedule, he's unable to be here. He's asked me to convey his regret for not being here at the opening, but assures that he will be here for the closing. And I also would use the opportunity to make an apology also, because I will be out of the state for the closing. Incidentally, I'll just let you know, you can leave the gifts here because it will be my birthday. I deliberately chose not to attempt to have any prepared speech because I must admit, sometimes when you do a prepared speech, according to when you speak, you are basically repeating yourself. And I must say, the three speakers before me touched on some very important aspects of the game, encouragement for you, the participants, and to remind you of the purpose for which you are here. I was hopeful that every speaker was going to be at the podium, but I'm not going to break on the precedence. But I deliberately want to ask Mr. Rayon Radix to just stand for one moment and acknowledge the recognition of your fellow peers in congratulating you on your performance in international matches thus far. I think you are, in fact, a beacon of hope for other match officials. And so if we all can give him some recognition, Rayon, can you face your colleagues and just congratulate him? I do not want to speak too much about Rayon because this course is not about Rayon. But I must say to you, I really like the way in which he conducts himself. Even when criticisms are leveled at him internationally, he's never gotten into the fray, and it has never deterred him from aspiring to be the best in our region. And I want to say to you, Rayon, personally speaking, as a former player with 17 years experience on the field, I have no doubt that you are headed in the right direction. I also want to deliberately recognize Kwan Bud, who was doing an excellent job as a FIFA official up until when he chose to hang up his boots. But I'm excited that I saw him back here. In fact, Kwan, I did not even make you out based on the new hairstyle. I hope you will hasten to get back on the FIFA list and be another bright star for us. Now to you, the other participants. The journey to the top is not an easy one. The journey to the top requires a certain commitment. I want to lend a little from Ms. Antoine, where she said, fitness is your passport. Well, I am going to add to that passport your folder. And your folder would be the discipline that you have on and off the field of play, the discipline you have in your personal life and lifestyle, your commitment to learn and to train hard, and most importantly, your desire to reach further than Rayon has done. I will not say to you it will be an easy journey, but I am confident that Rayon should be the impetus and the motivation required for you to aspire to be not Rayon, not like Rayon, but better than Rayon. I have no doubt from my knowledge of some of you that you have in fact the ability to do so. And I will not call any individual name for fear that I might be creating a problem amongst you, but I see great future amongst many of you. What will make the difference, however, is how you apply yourself to developing the expertise to become the best, your discipline to train outside of when the FIFA or the GFA calls for training session amongst match officials, and more importantly, how you interpret the laws of the game. If I can give one advice to each of you, you are not there to officiate based on what you feel. You are there to facilitate a game being played based on the laws of the game and to ensure there's fairness throughout. Prior to me coming here, I've had the opportunity to think a bit of what else can we do for our match officials. I am satisfied that we have done a lot, but we can do a lot more. We have above you a third floor that has accommodation for a significant amount of persons. I'm sure could be as much as all of us are here. I would want to encourage the instructors and the referee officer to, even if it is one night, I know we have clashes sometimes with Adventists and others, but even if it is one night per week, you get your match officials here, let them spend a night together, exchange knowledge, gain experience, come out and do sessions. And I'm certain the game itself can improve with you being able to execute the best performance when you are on the pitch. In closing, I just want to say to each of you, it is also important that you help your colleagues. Some of you might be fitter than some of you might be more knowledgeable than others on the laws of the game. Use your advantage to help a brother or a sister. I think there's one lady here. Are there? One only? Female? Two? My apologies. I forgot to recognize you guys when we started. But I just want to say, in closing, what we have here is an opportunity that no one else has, which is to gain the knowledge and experience of those people for the next few days. They are not available to anyone else, they are available to you. Ask them as many questions when appropriate. Try to learn from them as much as you can, and impart that same knowledge if and when the opportunity arises to players. Because one of your biggest challenges, I will tell you, as match officials, is that many of you will know the laws of the game and interpret it well. I am not indicting my players, but many of our players play the game and do not know the laws of the game. So it is very important also that you impart that knowledge to them. I want to wish everyone all the best. Madam Chairperson, sorry for the length of my brief remark, but I wish you all the best and God bless you. Thank you.
Well, welcome to everyone. I don't profess to be an expert in football, but you know, as a young man, I was involved in sports. I mean, I used to sprint for GBSS. But I like football, or soccer, as they refer to it as. You know, the World Cup is my thing. I like to look at that. But I know I have some friends that are passionate about football, and you know, they're always watching, you know, those regional games around the world. You know, I know football is a big sport. However, I just said that as an introduction. Or Mr. Chenny Joseph, president of the GFA, FIFA instructors Javier Santos, Ms. Kadisha Antoine, Valman Bido, right, the GFA staff, there's the media here, participants, welcome all. Firstly, may I permit me to apologize for the absence of the Honorable Minister. She had another engagement and she could not reschedule. So I was asked to make some brief remarks on her behalf. I want to say that the delivery of the course uses theoretical and practical approaches. And indeed, that's an excellent design. Most learning is achieved by acquiring experience in an area by doing. And therefore, the ministry believes this type of delivery would be very impactful to the participants. The pandemic has affected sports in a very negative way over the past 2 years. This clearly is not a situation that the ministry wants to continue battling in the near to medium term. The intention is to move gradually back to frequent sporting engagements throughout the length and breadth of Grenada. Sports is indeed an important aspect of health and wellness, and football, or soccer as it's referred to globally, is the world's most popular sport, with an estimated following of 4 billion people. Right? Cricket is behind with 2.5 billion people. And we know that the global population is 7.9 billion people. So if 4 billion people follow football, then you see half of the world follows football. So football is indeed a major sport in the world. Clearly we can understand why persons like Cristiano Ronaldo earns $125 million a year. Right? That shows you the impact and the value of sports globally. Football unites people, and in unity we have strength. The world needs unity now to emerge out of this pandemic. Referees play a critical role in the game of football, and therefore proper training to ensure the game runs smoothly and fairly is indeed very critical. The ministry therefore applauds FIFA and the GFA for facilitating this course at this time and urges the participants to be and stay engaged in all the training sessions. The topics covered, for example, tactical fouls, stopping a promising attack, handball, offside, are critical to the game and can decide the winner in a match. Therefore, close attention would be required in all these sessions. The ministry commits to the ongoing collaboration with the GFA and, by extension, FIFA. This relationship will continue and be enhanced going forward. Indeed, the ministry looks forward to more training of this type in the immediate future. So we want to say, go forth, learn, deliver, entertain. I thank you.
Thank you very much, P.S. Stevens. So that's where we come to an end, guys. So I know you guys are excited to be out there to learn new things. First, I must say thank you to everyone that is here. Mr. Santos, Ms. Antoine, President Joseph, thank you. P.S. Stevens, thank you. Mr. Bido, thank you. Sir Richardson, Mr. George, referees, assistant referees, thank you very much. Also, just want to make special mention to Ms. Anis Bernadine from the Turks and Caicos. She's doing the fitness test with us today. Also, we have our first participant from Carriacou, that's Imran Georgia. I'm going to welcome you as well. With that said, I just want to say thank you all very much, and enjoy the rest of the week, and have a great course.